So welcome students to my channel once again. In this video I have brought this sum for you all. So look at the sum. If omega is an imaginary cube root of unity, if omega is an imaginary cube root of unity, then we have to find the value of this expression. 1 minus omega square into 1 minus omega to the power 4 into 1 minus omega to the power 8 into 1 minus omega to the power 10. Clear? Achha, 6 options have been given to us. We have to find which one is correct. Clear? So let's start the solution. Achha. Now in the problem only it has been given that omega is the imaginary cube root of unity. So since omega is an imaginary cube root of unity means 1 or unity, you can write anything. Since omega is an imaginary cube root of unity, okay, so therefore we will have omega cube is equal to 1, name it as equation 1, and we will have another equation 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Name it as equation 2. Clear? We will have two equations. One is this one, another is this one. Clear? So now we will try to find the value of this expression. 1 minus omega square, 1 minus omega to the power 4, 1 minus omega to the power 8, then 1 minus omega to the power 10. Okay, this is the given expression which we have to find. The value of this expression we have to find. So let's start. Achha, 1 minus omega square. Okay. Achha, 1 minus omega to the power 4 can be written as omega cube into omega. Okay. Then yes, 1 minus omega 8 can be written as omega 6 into omega square. Okay, then again here 1 minus omega to the power 10 can be written as omega to the power 9 into omega. Clear? So now achha, 1 minus omega square. Okay, so 1 minus omega cube is equal to 1, so 1 into omega. Omega cube is equal to 1, we know omega cube is equal to 1, so in place of omega cube I have put 1, so 1 into omega. So here 1 minus omega to the power 6 can be written as omega cube whole square. Omega to the power 6 can be written as omega cube whole square. Then again we have omega square over here. Okay, then similarly this one also, omega to the power 9 can be written as omega cube whole cube. Then again we have omega. Okay, achha, this one we got using equation. Here we have to write using equation 1. Okay, omega cube is equal to 1 we got using equation 1. Okay, next step also we have to write this one using equation 1. How? Why? 1 minus omega square, 1 minus omega, then here we have 1 minus omega cube is 1, so 1 square into omega square, then 1 minus omega cube is again 1 into omega. Again we have to write, we got these values, this one using equation 1. Okay, so this will be 1 minus omega square, 1 minus omega, 1 minus omega square, then 1 minus omega again, 1 minus omega again. So now you see 1 minus omega square, 1 minus omega, we have 2 times. 1 minus omega square whole square into 1 minus omega whole square. Okay, 1 minus omega square is also we have 2 times, 1 minus omega also we have 2 times. Okay, so now this will be 1 minus omega square whole square will be 1 minus 2 omega square plus omega to the power 4. Okay, and here 1 minus omega whole square can be written as 1 minus 2 omega plus omega square. Clear? So now this 1 minus 2 omega square plus again omega to the power 4 can be written as omega cube into omega. Okay, and this one I'm writing as it is, 1 minus 2 omega plus omega square. Okay, now I'm writing this one only. This will be 1 minus 2 omega square plus omega cube is 1 into omega. 1 minus 2 omega plus omega square. Here again we got this 1 using equation 1. Okay, so using equation 1. Okay, so this will be 1 minus 2 omega square plus omega and 1 minus 2 omega plus omega square. Okay, this expression can be written as 1 plus omega square minus 3 omega square. See, 1 plus omega is already there, so 1 plus omega. This minus 2 omega square can be written as omega square minus 3 omega square. 1 plus omega is already there, 1 plus omega I have written. Then minus 2 omega square I am splitting it to omega square minus 3 omega square. Same. So now here also 1 plus omega square minus 3 omega. How? 1 plus omega square is already there, 1 plus omega square is already there. Minus 2 omega I am writing it in this way, omega minus 3 omega. Minus 2 omega can be written in this way, omega minus 3 omega. Omega minus 3 omega is minus 2 omega only. Clear? Now we know 1 plus omega, see in equation 2, 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So it will be 0 minus 3 omega square and it will be 0 minus 3 omega. Here you have to write using equation 2. Okay, so it will be minus 3 omega square into minus 3 omega. Minus minus it will be plus, 3 into 3 is 9 omega cube. Again 9 omega cube means what? 9 into 1 using equation 1. Using equation 1, omega cube is equal to 1. So it will be, ultimately answer is 9. 9 is the answer. So option number C is the correct option. Okay, thank you.